Sources told our news center last night that James is the subject of several investigations in relation to the unprecedented murder of a number of witnesses in connection with cases he has before the court. When James was detained a few years ago, the then police commissioner, Owen Ellington, noted that the names of witnesses who've accused him of murder were found in a freezer at his home. Ellington described Rooksie as one of the country's most feared gangsters who should be brought to justice in the interest of the country.
Good day, my wonderful people. It's me again, the great, one more great countryman. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Now, I want to big up Arizona boss. She know who me attack. Arizona boss, big up yourself, baby. You know who me attack. Now, I want to spend a little bit of time and talk about this guy Rooksie before I play the rest of the video. Them say him used to run the disciple or the discipline gang out of Maxfield. Now, which part of brother you come from? Is a part of Frog City, Maxfield Park, round the south. Ratbat gang them. So it's a little mix of different gangs in that neighborhood. Now some of them link, some of them are war. Now this youth, Rooksie, him did migrate and go Canada. And when him go Canada, I guess so him make him money. But him did a go on with a bag of things at Jamaica. And then him boogie and him go to Canada and make him money and then come back. Now when him come back, that's when the government dig up some old thing on him. Them time there Owen Clark did a run the thing. Him did charge for like 3 murder. And him beat the charge. But one thing was struck out with this dude. Couple things. He was a very violent person. And he had sort of like a Willie Haggard syndrome where Willie Haggard send a youth go buy some food and the food, him say the food not taste good and him throw it in the man's face. And thing, Rooksie have that same kind of personality there. Now, him did get shot, beat the charges, get shot, and then I don't know what happened to him. So, my thing is, me feel I'm friend them get rid of him because him did get so paranoid and so crazy with the OB and all sort of thing. And the youth yeah, they think him used to kill off him friend them. So, like the man them get rid of him. Very, very dangerous guy. Like me say, him did there Canada, I run him thing, come back a yard, and there and I go on with that thing. Now, in him fridge, one time the police them did go uptown and in him house and appear over a thing with people name. And the witness them, where did they round him, the whole of them start dead off. Dangerous youth, yo. Yo, if you don't like what I'm doing, keep on watching the video and hear the rest of the report. And remember to like, share and subscribe. But this youth here, Rooksie, was a very, very, very dangerous youth. It looked like him friend them get rid of him because the witness them a drop. People are dead round him and then them find him dead in a one car. Yo, my name is Countryman. I'm out.
Reputed gang leader Rooksie freed of murder. The police suffered a major blow last evening when a 12-member jury freed the reputed leader of the feared Rose Town-based discipline gang, Uriel James, of a murder charge. James, also called Rooksie, was charged with murdering a security guard. James and his gang were accused of killing and disposing of the body of security guard, Errol McGeechee in 1999. The main witness in the case was murdered. But the trial proceeded after his statement was allowed into evidence. Allegations are that Megichi was murdered after refusing to purchase a gun from James. According to the statement from the main witness, on December 8, 1999, James and his gang tied up and beat Megichi at a yard in Rosetown. This before putting a plastic bag on his face and leaving him under the cellar of a house. The court was told that the men then returned for Megichi, placed him in the trunk of a car and drove to the Kingston harbor where his body was dumped. Megichi's body was found the following day floating in the vicinity of the Kingston Ice Factory on Port Royal Street. James was arrested and charged on May 4, 2011 and accused of murder. Shortly after statements were disclosed in the case and the identity of the main witness became known, the witness was shot dead. A post-mortem report tendered into evidence in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston said Megichi died from multiple blunt force injuries, especially to his chest and head. James gave an unsworn statement from the dock and denied killing the security guard. Last evening, Presiding Judge Justice Bertram Morrison told James he's free to go after the jury deliberated for 5 hours and returned a not guilty verdict. But the reputed gang leader is still behind bars this morning because he's accused of 2 other murders. During the just concluded case, James was represented by a high-powered legal team led by Queen's Counsel Jacqueline Samuels Brown. His legal team also included Patrick Bailey. Prominent attorney Tom Tavares Finson represents the businessman in his other murder cases. Police sources told our news center last night that James is the subject of several investigations in relation to the unprecedented murder of a number of witnesses in connection with cases he has before the court. When James was detained a few years ago, the then police commissioner, Owen Ellington, noted that the names of witnesses who've accused him of murder were found in a freezer at his home. Ellington described Rooksie as one of the country's most feared gangsters who should be brought to justice in the interest of the country. Update: alleged gang leader found dead in car. The police have released more details following Wednesday night's discovery of the body of gang leader Uriel James, otherwise called Rooksie in Dunrobin, St. Andrew. The police in a statement Thursday morning said Rooksie's body was found in a Nissan AD station wagon on Enever Close. Residents called the police about 10 o'clock after they noticed the car had been parked in the area for some time. During a search of the vehicle, Rooksie's body, which had bullet wounds, was found in the trunk. On February 2, Rooksie was shot by 2 men at a business establishment on Lady Musgrave Road in St. Andrew. Security guards apprehended the gunman. In 2013, the police high command reported that Rooksie was being investigated for several cases of murder committed in the Kingston West Division. The cops alleged that at least 7 persons, who made allegations against him, were murdered.